Alright, so we're going to start with getting the bottom of the seats up. So you're going to find a hard plastic piece around right here on the seat, and it's going to be a little over towards the center of the car that you'll feel the hard plastic thing inside there that you can push in, and you can lift that up. You'll do the same thing on the other side, and then after that you'll be able to kind of pull them up, and might have to push them in a little bit more once you do have it up. But you just pull it straight out and then just get it out of the way. Alright, so now we're going to remove this center bolt from the seat belts, and you won't be using this bolt again for the seat delete, but we do recommend that you keep them in your glove compartment or anything like that. Just make sure you know where it is, so if you do remove your seat delete, that you can still safely mount your seat belts back up. So this is a 12mm socket to get this off. Alright, so we aren't doing this in this install, but if you want to, you can remove these the seatbelt brackets here with this bolt, and it is a 13mm socket that you'll need to get these out, and then keep them somewhere you'll remember. Alright, so this next bolt that we're going to take out, or two bolts, are going to be the far left and right ones, which are, you're going to want to use either a deep drive 15mm socket or just a 15mm wrench like this. So we'll just go ahead and get those out and then move on to the center bolt back here. Alright, so the next step is we need to drop these back seats. It's a two-piece thing, but you will see straps like this on the sides, and you'll just want to pull those, and it'll come loose from the back, and then you can just easily drop them down like that. And then same for the other side. And then there's a bolt back here that is, you'll be wanting to use a 15mm socket for. It doesn't need to be deep drive or anything. There's going to be a bracket in the middle whenever you take these seats out, that it's probably best that you just pull them out from their slot like that, at least for the first one, so that it doesn't come out all at one time. You can just take them out in individual pieces like that.
Okay, you're going to place that white spacer over the studs here in the corners, and then push the seat delete back down. You'll see it in there, and then you can insert your barrel nuts. Yeah, try to get it in there by hand at first. You can shift the seat delete around, make sure that you've left this bolt loose so that you can still shift it around and get that barrel nut in there good. And then you can tighten it all the way down once you've gotten it hand threaded on there.
Alright, so for this part of the install, we will be installing the bottom of the seat delete. And the only difference for this install and your install is that we're just testing on this car, and we won't be installing the wing nuts. So for the left side, you'll see that trim plastic right there, and you'll have to get that corner of the seat delete underneath the plastic so you can get it to fit properly. And it will seem like it's going to be big, but you will have to bend it like this. And it's ABS, it's designed to do stuff like this. And then you will get it underneath this plastic over here as well. And then try and, get your fingers out of that. And then it should sit nice, have those the rear left and right bolts line up pretty good. And I was going to let y'all know how to do the wing nuts for this install, which look like this. It will be this black bolt and this, silver wing nut that does that. So preferably you will put these on the seat delete before you bring them in the car, and you will put them in this hole right here, and and you will tighten the wing nut on the back, and once that goes in there, you'll see it comes out the bottom like that. And then whenever you install it, it will actually go into this hole, and then the wings will compress like that and then pop back out up in there holding it down. And then you'll just tighten it all the way until it feels tight. So that's how you do the wing nuts, and we will move on to the rear bolts. All right, so next up we're gonna do the far back left and right bolts, and we're gonna start with this left one. And actually they're called barrel nuts. If you're wondering what these are, they are barrel nuts. And it is going to be a 6mm hex head, or just hex bit, you know. So you're gonna put that up in there and just tighten it. I don't recommend tightening them all the way just yet. You're gonna just get it kind of finger tight, and then you're gonna move over to this right side one and go ahead and start getting that one finger tight up on there. And then you are gonna want to not tighten those down just yet, because you're gonna want this center bolt up in here, and that's going to be the stock black bolt you used earlier from the rear bracket that held the back of the stock seat belt, seats together. So you're just gonna go ahead and also get that one finger tight up in there as much as you can. And then you're going to want to just evenly tighten the left and right bolts, or barrel nuts, sorry. And then once you've got those tightened up, then you're gonna wanna tighten this center bolt up, and then we will move on to the back. But just to further explain this situation here, whenever you have yours installed and, you know, tightened down and everything, it will be held down like that, so the fitment will look a lot better. We're just, you know, not installing that, so it's got a gap there, but you will not have a gap down there. All right, so now for the last bit of this install, we are going to be installing the back part. And we have this cutout right here down at the bottom, because it is going to need that to go over the bolt right here, as you can see. So I can go over that. So you will have seen latches on the back where you pulled off the back of your stock seats. And these slots right here will go right into those. And there is no real hardware for this part. We just have the strap that we give you in the package, and we also have flip locks that also come in the package. And you will need to install these first, and they will be installed like so. You want to get these in the center of this little latch here. So you want to bring it up like that, and then just kind of snap it down in place, and then adjust it accordingly, and then do the same for the other side. If it seems a little hard to do it, that's kind of, you know, what it's supposed to do, because it's supposed to hold the back in really well to prevent rattling or anything like that. So you will take the strap here and put the slots on the left and right side of the strap over the flip locks like that, and then you will have to bend the strap to fit into the right side, and then all you got to do left is just kind of slap it in place, literally, and you're good. So that is the S650 Seat Delete. Very quick and easy install. I mean, 15-20 minutes maximum, and probably less time to take it back out and put your seats back in. So no drilling required, very easy install, and easily reversible if you need your seats back in your car for something you got to do. Alright, so we just wanted to show you really quick that this is a toolless install and removal, so that you will still have very easy access to your trunk. So to get this back out, just do the complete opposite of the install. You know, just get the strap back out of there. Could be a little hard, but it shouldn't be too hard. You just get the strap out just like that, and then you just have those flip locks and flip them upwards, and then there you go. The seat delete can easily be removed, and you can have access to your trunk again.